Panda, panda, panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Getting no licks in the band. Legacies.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angie Flemings and welcome to this video. Now as you can see by the title, this is a brow tutorial video. Now this is a new series that I'm starting. I'm gonna be teaching you about makeup. I see a lot of videos out there and some of them teach you, but some of them doesn't really give you the in-depth teaching. They show you how to do a full face, but even if you do it at home, it doesn't always come out the right way. And I'm gonna go through this step by step with you for it to go the right way. Now this is for beginners, people who want to start makeup, people who want to learn about makeup. Even if you don't want to do makeup, you just want to know how it's done. How do people just look so good? Like how? Well, we're gonna achieve this step, you and me. We're gonna go on this journey together, and by the end of this series, you're gonna be like, what was I even worried about? Like, I got this. I know what foundation to pick, what concealer to pick. I know how to do my brows. I know how to contour. You're gonna be looking snatch. Don't worry about being a snack. You're gonna be a whole meal by the time we're done, okay? I really recommend a pencil for beginners. Any kind of pencil. I use the ColourPop brow pencil. It's not the cheapest, but it's the first one that I saw that didn't break on me, that didn't get so hard that even if I lost the top, the pencil inside still stays soft. That's another thing. I'm gonna teach you about pencils. But yeah, I feel like brow pencils are what people should start with. That is my opinion. If you want to start with a pomade, that's fine, but I will start with a brow pencil first as a beginner. You can have a regular pencil and it has nothing in the bottom. It's not even sharpened. But you could have a regular pencil or you could have a pencil with the spoon. I feel like your pencil should be small. And of course you have to get a pencil that's, well, that's a cream pencil. And some pencils, yeah, you'll feel it, oh yeah, that's really creamy, it's really nice, but you could be rushing and then you finish your brows and you forgot to put the cap back on, or you know, you leave it out opened and when you come back, it's all hard. I've experienced that before and I don't like it. I forgot what brand it was. If I remember, I'll put it down somewhere in the video or put it in this description. But I can't remember what brow pencil that was. Because sometimes people dye their hair, and if your hair is green, you want green eyebrows. So you would get a green pencil, or you can dye your eyebrows just green. But that is another story. And this is Jet Set Black because, well, I have black hair. And it's not too black for me. Some blacks are too black for me, but this is like a soft black. I'm gonna show you how to do your brows. Come closer. If you see me looking down, I wrote some stuff on a notepad because if I don't write stuff, then I'll forget and then I'll ramble and then I'll try to remember what I was talking about. Then it's gonna be a whole nother conversation. It's just, I'm not gonna go there. Now you gotta figure out what kind of brow do you have. Look at your brows and inspect your brows. This is before, it could be before tweezing, after tweezing. You've never done anything with your brows ever and you're trying to figure out what kind of brow you have. Now, do you have patchy brows? Patchy brows are if you have little specks of missing hair on your brows. Now, do you have eyebrows with a smaller front? Now, there's some people that have a whole arch, but they have nothing to start it with. So they have to start their eyebrows in the front. They have to just make a starting point. You just have a middle and an end. You don't have anything to start it with, or it's really fair and there's nothing there. Some people have over tweezed eyebrows, which is what I have to show you today. These are over tweezed brows. You can see that they're over tweezed because they're growing, but there's hair down here. Come close. There's hair down here, and then there's no hair. It's just, it has a path, but it doesn't know where to grow. So there's some places that are never gonna grow again because of too much waxing, too much tweezing, too much. And there's some places that are growing, so it looks like just a straight line, and then I have just a whole bunch of mess all around it. Which, if you tweeze that, then it won't grow right. So you just have to let it grow and hopefully just work with that. Those people that are blessed with thick eyebrows. Oh my goodness, I have a friend that has thick eyebrows. I wish I had her eyebrows. Thick eyebrows mean you can tweeze them and you can thread them, you can wax them to a beautiful shape. And it's like you don't really have to do anything. You could just like work on your tail, work in the front, whatever. You don't need a lot of work. And it's just beautiful. It's just, some eyebrows with no arch means this right here. Oh, this right here is no arch. This has no arch. That's what kind of eyebrow this is, a no arch eyebrow. And we have those that are difficult, which has patchiness, long hairs. They go all the way down here. They don't have anything to begin with. They have a little bit of everything. Sometimes I think I'm an unruly eyebrow because there were patchiness. It grew. Thank the Lord, it grew. And they don't come in that thick, but this eyebrow knows where it's going in life. This one, I don't know what happened. I think it was adopted or something. I really don't know. Like, it just showed up in my face and I'm just like, wait, it doesn't make sense. You're supposed to be twins, but you're never twins. Yeah. And then for people with thick hair, they have thick eyebrows with sprouts, means that you have little hairs growing everywhere. It's like it grows under here, it goes over here and here and here and here and here. So it has an arch, but it's hard to know where the arch begins and where it ends because it's just thickness everywhere, you know? So you kind of have to create it. And then last but not least, round eyebrows. No arch, it just matches your face. Your eyebrows go round, like this one. This one is kind of round, it's just it doesn't have a beginning. It's unrolling, but this is a round eyebrow. Now, after you figured out what pencil you want to use, what kind of eyebrows you have, now there are 3 dots, 3 places that you need to figure out on your face. Now you put your pencil on your face right here. And this is the first line. Now I just use this to just mark it like that. Pencil, arch, the last point is where your nose reaches closest to your temple, and your temples are right here. Okay? Oh, my spoolie got stuck in my hair. So you want to take your pencil and you want to aim it at your temple right here, and that is the end that is the end of your brow. So you have the beginning, the middle, and the end point of your brows. So all you have to do is follow those lines. I'm gonna take my pencil very lightly and connect the first two. And then connect the second. Now you're gonna have a little curve and then connect the top. Of course, your brows are not gonna look so boxy. You're just creating a base for your brows. I'm gonna take my spoolie. I'm gonna blend all that out. I still have the shapes that I made with my pencil, but it's just a little bit more blended. It's not as harsh. Now don't blend until you don't see anything. You just want to blend the harsh lines away. Harsh lines are away. So now you're gonna take your pencil and go over it lightly, connecting them again. But this time you're gonna make it into a point. When you take the top, you're gonna connect it into a point like this. So the bottom, we connect lightly, we're filling them in, and then connect it right here by the temple. And then we're gonna take the top and start at the middle and connect it until it's a point. And don't worry, we're gonna clean this up and fix the top. And I just like to go and create little hairs. Just create little strokes. Now you have a shape. You have some kind of structure that you can start on. Let's do the other side. Before we go through any more steps, makeup is a process. Just with the first time that you do it, it's not gonna look as good. Or if it does, the next time won't be as good. Makeup is process, makeup is patience. So you gotta be patient with yourself and you gotta trust the process. Because this is not the end. This is not the end results. This is only the start, the beginning. We will get there. We will get there. I'm gonna take the pencil and I'm gonna put it at the top of the two brows. They're the same, and I'm gonna put them at the bottom. They're the same. Now to clean your brows, you can use any kind of concealer you want. Just be mindful, it is concealer. If you're doing a full face, the concealer that you put under your eyes, you can put it under your brows also. But if you're only doing a brow look, I mostly use a concealer that's the same shade as I am. So I either use the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa, and this is a drugstore price, amazing. Or I use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Deep Dark 54, and this is another drugstore price. And what I do, I'm gonna use the LA Girl, is I put it at the back of my hand. I take my brush and I coat both sides to get ready. And then I look. Sometimes when you are cleaning, you can over clean. It's okay. It's okay. You can blend the concealer out and go back to the pencil and make your mark again. It is okay. Concealer erases, but that doesn't mean you can't redraw. Remember that. So when I have my concealer, you don't know how much is coated in there. So I usually just tap it on top of my eyes just to get rid of some excess, because if I don't want to start too heavy. And then I go on the line. We're gonna go through the top. Sometimes I don't fix the top at all, but today we're gonna do it. Use the shortest part of the brow pencil. We have a brow. Yes. And now do the same thing to this side. Don't overthink your brows after you're done cleaning them. Now you're gonna inspect to make sure that they look alike. So we're gonna start in the front. The front are identical, and then it gets bigger, and then it curves over here. Then it gets bigger, then the sharpness curves down here next to my eye. And this is not next to my eye. So I'm just gonna move it down some. And you can do some motions with your face to make sure that it matches. I do this. I relax. I squint my eyebrows. And then with this squint, I can see that there's more curvature than this side. We're gonna take our sponge, make sure it's wet, and then we're gonna drain all the water out of it. And then we're gonna blend this concealer like there's no tomorrow. Be careful blending around your eyebrows. You don't accidentally erase something. And then I use a brow gel. The one that I like using is the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. I promise you this video is not sponsored by ColourPop. I wish. They just have some good products. So, and I use it in the front. Mostly because that's where most of my hair is. Let me know how you did. How did this tutorial work for you? Let me know if you want me to try a different approach, if I didn't explain something to you. You don't need something expensive. You just need something that works for you, because I could not like a product and it could work amazingly for you. You might not like a product, but it works amazing for me. This makeup is trial and error. And that's why instead of ordering online, I go to the place and buy, especially if I'm a beginner. I always go and try it out for me. Hope you guys love this video. I hope you found it very educational. I hope this tutorial was great for you. I will be posting one of these every Monday, and I believe next we have concealer. Ta 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 ta. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.